In today's video, we're here to talk about the brand new fragrance release from Tom Ford, Soleil De Feu. If you're interested, then just keep watching. Before we get into the video, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Aisha from simplyaisha.com. Here on YouTube, I make videos mainly about fragrance, but also some beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're interested in, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This video is a part of my Love, Like, or Let Down series. If you've never seen one of these videos from me, first of all, where have you been? Check out my playlist, catch up. Basically, it is a focused review on a single fragrance. In these videos, I give you all my very first impression of the fragrance so you can kind of see what I think about it at first smell. And then I wear it for at least 6 times, come back, give you guys a full-on review of the fragrance within the same video. At the end of each of these videos, I let you all know if the fragrance ended up being a love, a like, or a letdown for me. So I enjoy doing these videos and you guys seem to enjoy them as well. So let's go ahead and get into my first impression of Soleil De Feu. So here we have Soleil De Feu. All right, so let's open it up. Beautiful white bottle, like Soleil Blanc and also like Soleil Neige, part of the same collection. And this one has a rose gold label and a rose gold plaque at the top. Love these bottles. And let's see, I'm not gonna go for paper today just because I'm actually getting ready to leave the house. So I'm just gonna go full body spray just to cut back on time. So hopefully we love it, okay? So let's go. I have to say, y'all, as I am smelling it, it's good. All right, let's see what we smell. Okay, so this is a little bit sweet, not overly so, but it's definitely giving me that solar vibe. I believe it kind of smells like there's some coconut in here, but not an overly coconut scent, but it smells like some coconut, some spices, some resins, maybe a little bit of woodiness, but also a brightness to it. All right, I'm sure y'all can tell by my face, but first impressions, first spray, take this with a grain of salt, y'all. For me right now, it's a love, okay? So I'm gonna wear this. I will come back to y'all after I wear it for at least 6 times. So that could be a matter of 3 days. So morning and night of 3 days, or however I split it up. But I try to do at least 6 wears, full body wears, before I come back and give you guys a real review on this fragrance and let you guys know if it ended up being a love, a like, or a letdown after I have a chance to actually fully experience it. So I'll see y'all soon. So it's been just under a week since I filmed the first impression of this fragrance. So I'm ready to talk to you all about it now. So Soleil De Feu is a warm, like woody, ambery scent. It does have some floral notes in it. I believe it's tuberose is the main floral in this fragrance. But to me, the tuberose does not overpower the scent. I don't think of this as a floral scent. I think of it more as a woody, ambery type scent. Usually when I see a fragrance with tuberose in it, it's not one that I am like really amped to try. I'm not a big fan of tuberose. The tuberose fragrances that I always think of that I don't love are Velvet Vanilla from Mancera, which I did really like that, but that is a bubblegummy tuberose and I kind of just got tired of it. I used to have it in my collection. I also think about Madonna Truth or Dare, which also has a tuberose note in it, which I did like, but again, didn't love. And then I think about fragrances like Hermes Twilly, which is a like stuffier tuberose in my opinion. This fragrance doesn't smell like any of those fragrances. So if you're not a fan of tuberose, don't let that scare you away from this fragrance. Still get your nose on it. To me, like I said, this is much more of a woody, ambery scent. So I smell something that is resinous. I smell something that is spicy. I smell something that's a tiny bit sweet, but this is not a sweet fragrance. It just has like a tiny bit of sweetness to it. And it's more of like a spicy sweetness, not a foodie type sweetness. Hopefully that makes sense to you all. And overall, this fragrance feels just very warm. Now, when I first spray this fragrance, it starts out like that. As the fragrance dries down, I feel like it kind of sweetens a little bit, becomes a bit more, I don't want to say skin-like, but I will say that if you told me there was a musk note in this fragrance, I would believe you, even though I don't really see this as a musky type fragrance. But it definitely develops more of a solar quality, more of a warm skin quality, along with the spiciness, amberiness that you get at first. So I actually think Soleil De Feu is perfectly unisex. Now, when it comes to projection and longevity, Tom Ford fragrances are not known to be the longest lasting beast mode type fragrances when it comes to their private line. They do have some beasts in their line, but I find that most of the private blends from Tom Ford, especially the newer ones, are more subtle, not extremely loud projecting, and I feel like this kind of goes along with that. This is not a skin scent by any means. It does project. I would say that if somebody is about arm's length away from you, they will smell you. They'll also smell you when you pass by. I actually sprayed this on my daughter's shirt just to see if I smelled her as she walked by, and I did. So that's how I tested that out. But people will smell you as you walk by, but it's not going to scream that you're here. It's not going to announce your presence before you walk into the room, but it does make itself known for the people that are around you. When it comes to longevity, this actually lasts pretty long. I would say it lasts at least about 7 hours on my skin, at least 7 hours, but it becomes a skin scent probably around the 4 to 5 hour mark. So you have to be okay with that. These have high price tags. I know a lot of people want to smell it a ton the entire time they're wearing it. That is not what you're going to get from this fragrance, but I do think overall, I think it performs well. So because this fragrance was released in the spring, when you see the promo images, it looks like they're promoting it as a summer fragrance. And I can totally get with that because the way it performs is not extremely heavy. So although it is a ambery, woody, spicy type scent, I think this is going to work out really well for warm weather. We have had some warm days since I've been testing this. I would say probably in the 80s. We didn't get up to the 90s over this past week, but in the 80s, and it worked really well outdoors. It was not overpowering. It smelled really good. I also think that solar quality that it has, like when it dries down, I think that lends itself to warmer weather as well. However, because this is an ambery woody scent, I actually feel like this is perfectly year-round appropriate. I mean, I know the marketing is saying summer, but this is definitely one that I would think would work really well year-round. Now, where would I wear this? Probably on like a day date. I would wear it on a hot summer date night. I feel like it would work well for that. I find this to be a sexy but sophisticated scent. So I really think it would work for a ton of different occasions. You can even wear this to work too. I mean, I don't think it's too bold to wear to work. So I find this is actually quite versatile because I think I could wear this any time of year. I also feel like I could wear it basically anywhere that I wanted to. I would say yes, it is unique. I can't think of any other fragrance in my collection that smells exactly like this. However, if you are a person who loves ambery, woody scents, then you may find that you don't really have a place for this in your collection because, again, it's an ambery, woody scent. There are tons of them out there. I think this one is unique because of that solar kind of vibe that it has. But if you have a lot of ambery, woody scents, I don't know that you would necessarily find it to be extremely unique. So this fragrance is a part of the Soleil line of Tom Ford. I'm not sure if that's the official name for it, but now they have 4 current fragrances with Soleil in the title out of the private blend. So they have Soleil Blanc, Soleil Neige, Soleil Brûlant, and now Soleil De Feu. I don't necessarily feel like this smells like all of those, and I don't feel like any of those really smell the same to me. However, what I will say is all 4 of these fragrances do have this solar quality to them. There's this warmness kind of skin-like quality to all 4 of the fragrances, and that I would say also carries through on Soleil De Feu. So in that way they are similar, but if you have any of those other fragrances, that doesn't mean you have this one. They smell nothing alike. They only share that solar accord in all 4 of the fragrances. I do have one other fragrance in my collection that I really want to compare this to, that I think they smell similar. And this fragrance is Initio Paragon. So I actually reviewed this fragrance a few months ago when it first came out, maybe like 6 months ago at this point. I will link that video for you all. But this fragrance is another kind of spicy, woody scent. This one kind of smells like it has some tobacco in it. It also smells like it has like a burning element to it. And it also has a plum note in it that kind of gives it this full fruitiness. Now, I don't think that these two smell the same. The notes are not the same, but when I smell Soleil De Feu, I do think about Paragon, so I felt like it was worth a mention. And when I compare them side by side, no, they don't smell the same, but I feel like they're in the same family. So if you have smelled Paragon from Initio and maybe it was too heavy for you, too woody for you, too masculine for you, then Soleil De Feu may be a better option for you, and vice versa. If you smell Soleil De Feu and it wasn't like heavy enough, you wanted something more woody, more ambery, a little bit of a tobacco vibe, then maybe Paragon would work better for you. Do you need both of these? I don't know. That's up to you. I wanted to compare them since Soleil De Feu is so new and a lot of you all have not had a chance to get your nose on it. I think that they are different enough to have both, but again, they do remind me of each other. So this fragrance was released in 3 sizes as of right now. It comes in a 30 ml, a 50 ml, which is what I have, and it also comes in a 250 ml carafe. The 1.7 ml, the current retail price on this is $295. All right, so we are at the end of this video, so it's time for me to let you guys know if this fragrance ended up being a love, a like, or a letdown for me. If you've seen any of the videos in this series from me, my love, like, or letdown series, then you know this is the time of the video where you should pause it, go down in my comment section and leave your guess. Do you think this is a love, a like, or a letdown for me? Okay, I think I gave you all enough time. This fragrance is dun, 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 a love. Yay! I'm so excited when I get a love, y'all. I really am super excited when I get a love. A lot of you all know this. Tom Ford is my favorite fragrance brand. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm a Tom Ford stan. This is the Tom Ford stan account, okay? So Tom Ford is my favorite fragrance brand. However, that doesn't mean I love every single Tom Ford fragrance that I have smelled, okay? Actually, my last Tom Ford video that featured Electric Cherry and Cherry Smoke, I didn't have all positive things to say. So it's not a guarantee that it's going to be a love just because it's Tom Ford, especially at these high price tags. I'm not gonna lie, these prices are getting absolutely ridiculous with Tom Ford, but I am super excited that this one is a true love for me. I really like the way this smells on the skin. I love the warmth of it. I love that I can wear this during hot weather because y'all know I live in a warm climate, so I love those woody ambery scents, but I find that a lot of them are too heavy for me to wear during the spring and summer. So I love that this is one that I can go to, and it gives me kind of beachy vibes, but in a very sultry way. Think nighttime, tropical, hot date night, sexy vibes. That's the kind of vibes I get from this type of fragrance, and I'm really happy to have it in my collection. I think it fits in well with Tom Ford's other offerings, and I'm really enjoying it thus far. So those are my thoughts on Soleil De Feu. If you have tried this fragrance, let me know what you think of it down below. Let me know if this is something you're interested in getting. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I typically upload videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I have tons of content that you can check out in your free time. Also, head over and check out my blog. It's www.simplyaisha.com. sign up for my email list. I did recently relaunch my blog, so I haven't really sent out any emails yet, but I do have some plans in the close future to start communicating with you all via email if you sign up on the link on my blog. So definitely head over there and sign up for my email list. Also, if you want to connect with me more, follow me on Instagram. I love to chat with y'all in my stories and my DMs, and I'm in my stories pretty much every day over there. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.